The prosecution and investigators painted Craig Height as a liar, saying that he denied an affair with his brother's wife. Sales are up 6.8% since this time last year, and shoppers are spending the most they've spent since 2007. The person of interest in the stabbing death of a Long County teenager is now charged with felony murder. Daniel Williams is now accused of stabbing 18-year-old Denzel Richardson. Well, have you been trained to deal with bed bugs?
I hope not. I don't want them in my house.
I know. Well, some locals in the housing business have. At first glance, many of the props appear to be okay, but standing here, you can just smell the smoke that they're holding. And downstairs, more than 2,000 costumes were destroyed. Violence in the military. It's a tough truth the Army faces on a local and national level. It's been a year since an Army officer opened fire on hundreds at Fort Hood, and just over a month since a 3rd ID soldier killed 2 battle buddies. In a special report for the Coastal Source, I ask if there's a way to predict when a hero will become the enemy. Garden City investigators find a crime scene while searching for a missing man. Police and cadaver dogs searched for Gregory Singleton Monday. The CDC cites several reasons for a higher HIV rate among the African American population. They say there's more unprotected sex, injection drug use, more poverty, and limited access to health care. Yes, it's very loud, so I hope you can hear me okay. And they really are getting down to the finishing details, Jessica. They just went by with a sweeper. They're actually going through again right now, so you know they're done with all the hard labor. And if you take a look over here with me, Bristol Palin is in the finals because she got the votes. We're talking about Dancing with the Stars. Now she thinks she deserves the trophy. A drunk driver causes a 7-car pileup on Geren. Good evening, I'm Ashley Jacobs. We've been following this story since 7:45. Metro Police say that's when the drunk driver rear-ended one of the vehicles, causing a domino effect. The road should be clearing up as we speak. However, 3 people were sent to the hospital. Their conditions were not immediately available. As for the man to blame, Felipe Silverio. He's being booked into the Chatham County Jail. Another man is in custody after barricading himself in a house with a loaded weapon. Metro Police say he threatened to kill himself with a shotgun while in a home on Henry Street near East Broad Street around 2:30 this afternoon. The SWAT team and hostage negotiators responded, and several city blocks were shut down as a precaution. Millions of people are still without work these days, making it easy to get down and give up. Motivational speaker Andy Thomas hopes to change that here in Savannah. He gave job seekers a chance to receive both a career and a hair makeover Thursday evening. And dozens showed up to hear Thomas speak about the do's and don'ts of getting a job in today's world. This isn't the first time this has happened. Back in March, a Florida woman called 911 when McDonald's ran out of chicken nuggets, and another woman called 911 when Burger King got her order wrong. The kitchen is the hub of our home. That's where we cook, eat, and do much of our living. But is it making you sick? Jennifer Andrews shares some kitchen truths in this morning's Smart Woman Report. Well, here's another question for you. True or false? You found some soup in the back of your freezer. You're not sure if it's from a month or a year ago. Is it still safe to thaw and eat? Well, experts say yes, true, it is safe. Bacteria won't grow on frozen food, yet it just may not taste very good. The number of med students going into primary care has dropped about 52% since 1997. A primary care doctor typically makes at most $190,000 a year. A neurosurgeon makes $530,000 or more. Silence fills the air as sorrow fills his family's hearts. Sergeant First Class Lance Vogler's body returns from Afghanistan. A flag-draped coffin meets his pregnant wife, while family, soldiers, and community members gather in support.
We want to make sure we can support the family and make sure that we can comfort them in their time of need.
While most of these people never met him, Sergeant First Class Vogler made a lasting impression on a man he only met twice.
Wonderful, very intelligent young man, had a tremendous heart. He's going to be very greatly missed.
Vogler's 12th deployment was cut short during a heavy firefight. Now his battle buddies must continue their mission as Vogler's family prepares for the arrival of his child he'll never meet.
Every one of these soldiers that are still over there fighting and the ones who have sacrificed their lives are certainly worth coming out here and showing respect. They've given a great deal for their country, and it's the least we can do to come out here and show our respect and honor for their service.
Sergeant First Class Lance Vogler's body arrives 9 years to the day America invaded Afghanistan.
It's a universal toy. You can roll it anywhere. You can roll it on your arm, you can roll it on a piece of wood, you can roll it on anywhere.
And that's why this 4th grade student thinks they make the perfect toys for children overseas.
There's so many toy cars, and the children in Afghanistan don't have much.
Luke's 10th birthday falls just 2 days after Christmas, and instead of gifts he can keep for himself, he wants to collect Hot Wheels like these. He's not asking for much. You can buy a new car with pocket change. Some stores sell them as low as 62 cents. Yet Luke is also taking used cars. His goal is to collect 1,000 of them to send boys and girls.
Because when you open a present, you feel really surprised and like, yay, this is the thing I was wishing for.
We're very proud of him for being so kind-hearted and wanting to help the other kids out.
The need to serve his country could be in his blood.
Both of his grandfathers and his great-grandfathers served our country during wartime.
Now Luke finds his own way to serve.
We're really happy to give these toys to you, and we hope you enjoy them.
A simple message from one child to another a world away. The 2nd Brigade Combat Team rolls into the fictional town of Moslin, and their presence is not welcomed. The goal is to stress these soldiers to the max, putting them up against situations they're likely to face in real life.
As they were kind of inching their way in and starting to meet people and kind of talk to the civilians, a terrorist, probably an Al-Qaeda type organization, conducted a suicide bombing in the town's cafe where most of the residents hang out.
American soldiers are injured, civilians are killed, and a sniper prepares to strike, all the while the local mayor reluctantly takes part in treaty talks.
I'm going to help you stop the insurgents.
Real Iraqi linguists make these scenarios all the more real.
The design is such that it stresses the leadership and causes them to react in multiple different directions.
This training is vital even for soldiers who've deployed multiple times. The goal now is to get them ready to pull out and hand more control over to the Iraqis.
They're probably caught in a dilemma because it's about empowering the local forces to do and to step up and do their thing. So they're hesitant to help, but they want to help.
As one soldier accidentally shoots an Iraqi woman, he learns all too well that the goal isn't necessarily to know the plan, it's knowing what to do when things don't go as planned.